Grand Rising. So, I want you to imagine with me for a moment. Imagine a book of sacred wisdom. This book has only been made accessible to a very small percentage of the collective whole. In fact, this book has only been made accessible to elite, powerful families who have constructed and run the system, the Matrix. Imagine that these elite, powerful families who have constructed the Matrix have taken the contents of this book and reverse engineered the sacred texts in order to maintain domination, control, and compliance within the system that they've created, based on an inversion of what is true, authentic, and natural, in an attempt to control and dominate nature. If the information were readily accessible by all, then not only would each fractal be their own leader and stand sovereign, but in accessing this sacred wisdom and knowledge, it would grant them the ability to look out and see the exact way that this information has been inverted and weaponized in order to stop people from being the leaders of their experience, in order to nullify, usurp free will, in order to fracture beings from their birthright and from source, the source of all creation, all that was, is, and ever will be. And in order to stop and block people from being the conscious creators of their reality. Now, imagine that there were 144,000 beings seated here, and within their souls, within these vessels, the book of sacred knowledge and wisdom exists. The very same book that for centuries has been reverse engineered and weaponized to fracture humanity's connection with source. That very same book is naturally accessible by these beings. Not only is the book readily accessible by those souls, but once they've collected enough data from their experiences to ascend and activate and access it, these souls also have access to new sacred wisdom and knowledge on top of the old. And these souls also have had the ability to awaken others and lead them to ascension so they too have access. The universe, God, the cosmic flow of energy that connects us all, it is ever expanding, ever evolving. And just as we gain a broader network of information and capabilities as our consciousness evolves, the universe does the same. As it experiences itself, steps further into awareness and remembrance of itself through each and every conscious being on this planet that does the same. We're just imagining. Awareness is freedom. Awareness is truth. God is truth. Naturally, these beings would be seen as primordial threats to those who cling to comfort and security in the form of dominating, controlling, inverting, and weaponizing truth. As I've stated previously, illusion only holds so long as there are beings depositing their energy, their truth, their power, their soul, their essence into the lie. Imagine these beings who have internal access to the sacred knowledge and wisdom begin to share it freely with everyone. Because these beings are aware that at a soul level, knowledge, awareness is true wealth and is the only door to true empowerment, sovereignty, prosperity, and abundance. I would imagine that those who operate from a place of lack, those who are painfully aware that with an even playing field and the redistribution of all that energy, knowledge, and wealth they've usurped from the people, would shine a light on their emptiness, on their weakness, on their black hole souls. I would imagine they would go through great lengths to oppress, exploit, demonize, and feed off of these beings in order to maintain their lie, in order to maintain the spell they have casted. I imagine they would need to keep these individuals distracted in survival and trapped in the dark. History repeating, reminding us all of a time far, far, far in the past when a light being activated here to share his consciously evolved truth to the people and was sacrificed and nailed to a cross. But this time, that same energy he carried, that cosmic flow that he was connected to, where he had access to all of the wisdom and the knowledge and the truth of that time, that light seed has been distributed amongst 144,000 of his lineage. They do not fit in, they're not meant to. They don't fit any boxes, confides, or preconceived beliefs of what God's people should look and sound like. They are the embodiment of evolution, expansion, change. And the very darkness and oppression used to contain these beings is the very thing that has activated us. The truth endures always, and those who embody it are favored, protected, and cannot be stopped, because what drives them, their intention, it is in alignment with all, with the cosmic flow, with conscious evolution, with divine law and divine order and divine timing. You see, when you are connected to that cosmic flow of energy that connects us all, you move and you expand and you grow in tandem. So a lot of these beings might have individuals from their past, maybe people they haven't seen in 10, 20 years, even a year, that say, oh, I know them. But no, because beings who carry this seed are constantly evolving and expanding. They take all of there's no such thing, nature's not perfect, right? We all have dark and light. A lot of these beings have had past vices, things that they've had to grow through. But the difference is they take the knowledge and wisdom from each and every one of those experiences and use it to further evolve and further expand and connect deeper and deeper and deeper with their self, therefore gaining more and more and more access to this sacred knowledge and wisdom that has been weaponized in order to exploit, trap, and confine what is natural and what is everyone on this planet's birthright, which is freedom to be the conscious creator of your reality. I'm sending y'all so much love to the universe and beyond. Bye!